The best news I have been receiving for years.
On the capture of Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro now turns to Western Mass News reporter Madison Lasowski.
She's live in studio after getting answers from a woman born and raised in Venezuela who fled to Massachusetts to escape their government regime. Madison, how's she feeling?
Well, Chris and Amanda, as you just heard, Carlina Velasquez is overjoyed, telling me that this was the best possible scenario for the freedom of her people. Velasquez left the east coast of Venezuela nearly 30 years ago, fleeing north to right here to Dedham, Massachusetts. This was right before the rule of former Venezuelan President Hugo Chavez. Velasquez calls the United States capture of President Maduro in a military operation the best-case scenario for those who still live in Venezuela, which includes several of her family members.
From my perspective, whatever events happen during the weekends are the right path for Venezuelan freedom. There were no food, no medicine, no hospitals, no money, only hunger and misery.
Velasquez was able to find a life right here in Massachusetts, where she works for the Department of Health and as a computer engineer. She's raised two boys, one who attends UMass Amherst and another who's joining the United States military soon. So Velasquez was definitely satisfied with her decision to come to America, and now she says she may have the ability to return to the country that she calls home. We'll bring you more on her story coming up at 6 o'clock. For now, reporting live in studio, Madison Lasowski, Western Mass News.